All right. Hi. Welcome to Mommy Mayhem. I'm Ashley, and we are here with Savannah, Jessica, and Kelsey. And today we're just going to be talking about where all the mayhem began and kind of the whole journey,
I
which
like
normally when we're all together, we just talk over each other, just get louder and louder.
Yeah, I know.
that's true. So it sounds like we need to just be drinking while we're doing this.
Yeah, we should
Perfect.
do
I'm
like
on it.
a mommy drunk episode.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious. Can we all be in person together, though, when
Yeah,
we do
that would
that?
Oh my
when
gosh,
we
yeah.
when we go to Scottsdale for our mommy trip.
Yes.
Is that what we're
Oh,
doing?
I'm down.
yeah, now
I'd be down for
Count me in.
Scottsdale.
I'm
Get
gonna
an
have to look into that.
Airbnb. Yeah.
Get in a
Let's do that.
spa. Yeah,
Fuck yeah, dude. That sounds so nice.
does
Oh
sound
my
really
God.
nice. You should do it when it's cold.
Okay, let's go next week.
Okay.
Somebody
I
win
am
the lottery,
busy
though,
next
because I can't afford it. Oh, yeah. Kelsey, do you have anything going on next week?
I just need it. Well, it's like 10 days. I'm very excited.
Yeah,
That's
you're a
really
little busy.
exciting.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
I'm
Oh, I
excited
wish
to
I could be
be
there.
done and not like I'm looking forward to not having any plans for the
Totally.
foreseeable future. I'm really
Love
excited, but I'm
that.
also over it.
Yeah,
So
totally understandable.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's going to be so nice. I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
You should be. You should be freaking over the moon.
Yeah, I'm ready to be done because we have we show up and then we still have to meet with the coordinator and
Mm-hmm.
I actually
still
really
go
liked
through
that
with the
meeting.
safety stuff. I think it'll be nice to just check all the
Yeah,
boxes.
that's how
But
I felt too.
I'm also trying to get drunk at the pool and the
Yes, that's why
touching
you do all this shit before. So, for those of you who don't know, Kelsey is getting married in Mexico, and I also got married in Mexico, and our resorts are what? A mile apart.
right.
Same venue or whatever, or Dreams. And so, have you guys ever watched Vanderpump Rules?
No,
Yes. Of course.
Okay, where Sheena Shea got married is where Kelsey's getting married.
Oh,
So
no
it's
way.
the bigger version of the resort I got married at. It's
yeah, which
stunning.
I didn't know that, but I've had a few people be like, "Do you watch that show, and is that why you picked that
Is this the
place?"
reason?
You should just watch that episode so you know what
That's
I
funny.
mean, it's beautiful resort. It's huge. It's so fun. I'm so excited for you.
Wait, Sheena's second wedding.
Second wedding. Yeah, to Brock.
Yep. What are you guys doing with the baby? Are you bringing the baby?
Yes,
We'll
yeah,
be going to
she's
Mexico.
gonna hang out. Yeah, she's a world traveler. She's been to Florida several times. She
Dude, I love
has
that.
a passport, so
Hell yeah.
She's
I
ready
am.
to
Brandon's been to
travel.
Mexico twice.
I
Has he
love that.
really?
Hey, your
That's
family has
amazing.
yeah.
Yeah, because Cabo's pretty easy to get to from here.
Do you
Yeah,
And
like
then my
Cabo?
parents have a house there, so it
I haven't been to
makes it
Cabo yet,
easier.
but I heard that it's very fun. Like the little town is really fun.
Yeah,
They have
it's great.
restaurant bars that are super fun.
Yeah.
how's the water? Is it still chilly or is it south enough that it's not as bad?
It's chillier, but not as bad as it's not as cold as California water right now, but it's really rough. So you can't swim at every
Oh.
beach
Mm.
versus
Mhm.
the side you're getting married on, the water is so calm and you can walk out into it. So the beaches are a bit better for that.
Yeah, so I guess let's roll into this. Does anybody want to start? I can start. I mean, I got knocked up first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Planned.
Ashley, you start. You go first.
So I guess I'll just start at the beginning. I mean, Josh and I got married, and about a year later, I started to lose my shit because I was in my 30s and I started to panic because, I thought I wouldn't be able to get pregnant. I had convinced myself that was never going to happen. So I know that we had some family who struggled with that too. So I had just a lot of fear and had gone to the doctor and was like, hey, we want to try what do I, besides doing it, is there anything I need to do? And I hadn't been on birth control for a while, so that was a plus. And the doctor was like, yeah, it's going to take 6 to 9 months to get pregnant. So go ahead and start trying. And a month later, surprise!
Yeah.
It happened a lot quicker, and we were also trying to buy a new house, and Josh was also taking over the clinic. That process was starting. So it was oh shit, we need a real house. We gotta go.
Yeah. That's going on.
Yeah, so that happened. I took 7 pregnancy tests that 48 hours to confirm that it was real. because I was like, no way. There's no way. Yeah, so that was the start of my journey, and then nausea hit. And yeah, that was the beginning of the beginning for me.
No, did getting pregnant like so quickly actually like give you a different type of anxiety than if it had taken longer? Because like you said, you were like buying a house, you were
Yeah.
like expecting 6 to 9 months. Like how did that kind of emotional, stress happen?
That's a great question. I have a really hard time remembering pregnancy. I don't know if you guys like kind of have that blackout brain fog, but I have to like ask Josh a lot because I just don't remember. But I do remember kind of panicking that it happened so quickly and we had all these other kind of steps that we were trying to just do before we found out. But I also definitely had a sense of relief because I kind of was going a little crazy even with 1 month. Like, I can't imagine,
Yeah.
like, the stress of it, tracking the ovulation. I had been tracking my ovulation a little bit just to, like, see kinda how that goes and what that was. So I did track it a little bit before we were wanting to try. So that was a relief to not have to think about that and focus on that anymore. And then, a whole new anxiety of, yeah, we were trying to buy a house and now we're gonna have to save to afford a
Mhm.
human.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then,
Right.
the fear of also staying pregnant kinda really hit me pretty quickly
Sure.
too,
Yeah.
was that big fear. 'Cause that's scary, that first
Yeah.
trimester is scary, you just
Yeah.
have no
It's really
knowing,
scary.
and if something did happen, you just nothing like, I can't imagine, that's horrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was definitely a lot of anxieties and stuff that definitely, clicked on pretty quickly, and the nausea was probably the worst of it.
So did you have your house before the baby came? Or
Yes,
Mm.
we found our house, I think in April, and it was being built, so we moved in July, and then Charlie was born in December, so we were all moved in. I was
nice.
very
Yeah.
pregnant.
That is nice. Yeah.
That was rough.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that could go either way. Either that's miserable because you're huge and trying to like
Mhm.
unpack and set up a house,
Yeah.
or it's like at
Yeah.
least you're getting it done before the baby's here.
It was kinda
Mhm.
both for sure, and
Yeah.
Josh had, um his grandpa wasn't doing too hot, so he actually had to fly out on our moving day or the day before. So I signed our house lease and everything by myself. My best friend came with me, which was amazing. And then, I was so pregnant, I couldn't lift or do anything really. So my amazing siblings and parents came up and they moved in our entire house, and so did our neighbors and who
Yeah.
are our best friends.
That's awesome.
So that was really nice. And then Josh, felt absolutely horrible for not being here, but grateful he got to see his grandpa and stuff. And his grandpa's doing
Yeah.
fine right now. So that's nice.
Good.
So it kind of worked out
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
life just happens that way sometimes. Like, it's all
Yeah.
Yeah. All
once.
at once. Yeah. Yeah. It's been quite the journey. It was quite a chaotic year, but I wouldn't have it any
Yeah.
other way.
How was your like pregnancy like after that kind of initial first fear? Like you said you had a lot of nausea. Was it like your whole pregnancy or was it just that first trimester?
It was the first trimester, and then I did the B6 and the
Unisum.
what's this? Unisum. Thank you.
Yeah, me too.
Saved my life. Some people that did not work for them, and I am so sorry because the nausea is horrible.
Did
I
they
The
give
couldn't.
you a
nausea's really bad.
prescription?
No, not till the very end. So it kind of went away for like the second trimester where they're like, "Oh, this is the glow. It's not
Mm.
a glow. It's just fucking sweat and uncomfortable and you're huge." And there was like, I feel like it was like a 5-minute window of like, "Oh, this is great." And then the
Yeah.
nausea definitely
Yeah.
came back and was like, "Okay, get
Yeah.
this child out of my body right now.
Yeah.
I'm ready. She's ready." Um, so I got a prescription at the end, but
Mm.
I'd never filled it. I just kind of stuck with the Unisum and B6, and I just took it
Yeah.
right before bed, and it worked pretty well for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like super nauseous through my whole pregnancy and they had to give me a prescription for ondansetron because I like lost 15 pounds and I was the whole time I was miserable. I was like, I'm
Oh,
nauseous. I can't eat anything. And so,
I
yeah,
don't
it was
miss
super
that.
fun. No, I don't miss that at all. I hate throwing up. And so it was horrible to be throwing up like every second of the day.
Yes. And you were working at the vet clinic during that
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
How
yeah.
was that? Because I mean, I
Bad.
had to run out of rooms
The
with patients to go
smell.
The
vomit. So I
smells
can't.
are,
Yeah.
Yeah.
are insane. So I work in emergency
Yes.
medicine, and one, we work with a lot of chemicals, obviously, to like clean and sterilize things. So that
Uh-huh.
was kind of insane. And then one of the big things that we see in the ER is ingestions, like, food ingestions, or if a dog eats chocolate or medication or poison or whatever, we have to make them vomit. And like that
Ugh.
had never really bothered me before. But when I was pregnant, I was like, while the dog's vomiting. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So it was not fun. I told my work knew that I was pregnant before family knew that I was pregnant,
Yeah.
because I didn't want to take x-rays, because we also have to take
Same.
x-rays in the clinic. So I didn't want to take x-rays, and I didn't want to be running anesthesia, because that's also something that I do.
Mhm.
I didn't want to be around like the isoflurane, which is the gas that they use to put you under for anesthesia, or at least they do in veterinary medicine. And so I
Yeah.
told my work like immediately, so they knew before any family did. Yeah.
That's funny. I actually had to do the same thing when I worked at the dental office because I was really nervous to take x-rays, and
Mhm.
we used nitrous a lot. So I couldn't even be like within 10 feet of the room when we
Yeah.
had nitrous. So I think I told my job like the next week too, because I was like, I got to be cautious about taking x-rays.
Yep. Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah.
But
Hey.
That made me think, did you guys have nitrous as an option during labor?
Yeah, I had it as an option,
No. You
It was
did?
new
but I
to
Did
my
you
didn't
do it?
try
hospital.
it.
Sorry,
I
you did or
tried it.
didn't?
I didn't. Well, I went in, that was my plan. My birth plan was to have nitrous. And then I got in there and my nurse was like, "Hey, what do you want for pain management?" And I'm like, "I want nitrous." And she's like, "I don't think you do." She's like, "I think you want
You might.
something stronger." And
But
so we like, yeah, yeah. We like sat there and like talked about it. She was like, "The nitrous is just going to make you forget that you're having this pain, but the pain's still going to be there." And so we had like a long conversation about like, "Hey, maybe you should just go straight for the epidural." Cause I was like,
Yeah.
"No, I'm fine." And she's like, "I don't
I'm
think you
like,
are. I don't think you're fine."
did
So
I
you
I
want
didn't
an
would
try it.
epidural? Did you want an epidural at all? Or were you, I know
No.
Kelsey, you were trying to do all natural.
Yeah, no, I didn't want an epidural until I
Okay.
was in the yeah, I did not want one until I was in the hospital, and I was like, "Fuck," because I had been laboring I went into labor, and then when we went to the hospital, and they were like, "You're only 3 centimeters, so bye, go home." And then I was at home,
The
and then
worst.
yeah, and then I was at home, and then I was having contractions, and then I started throwing up like
Oh,
all the like back to back to back to back,
Because you're
and
in so much pain.
you're in so much
yes.
pain.
I
I
had
had
that
never
too.
been in pain like that before my entire life. And I have a pretty high pain tolerance. And so I was like,
Mhm.
what the hell? And finally, this makes me so I told you guys that like I really liked my staff, but I'm
Yeah.
grateful for how it ended up working out, because the overnight doctor was not my doctor, and she was kind of a bitch. And then she so like we went in, she was like, "You're not in labor, go home." And I was like, "Okay, fine, whatever." And so or like, "You're not, dilated enough, so go home." And then we went home, and then I was throwing up, and I was like, "Call the fucking doctor." Like I told him, I was like, "We're going in." I was like, "I don't care, we're going in." And
I will
so
sit in the parking lot
yeah,
and wait.
and then literally. So then when I got there, I was already in so much pain that like I'm grateful my nurse was like, "So this is actually what nitrous is, and I don't think you're a good
That's
candidate
nice.
for it."
I
Yeah.
didn't like it. It just made me feel like I was like fucked up. I felt like I
That's what
was
I
drunk.
heard.
And
Yeah,
that's
that's
then
what I
what.
I was kind
heard.
of like, this is almost worse because like I
Yeah.
Yeah.
remember in the morning the OB coming in to be like, "Hey, how you doing? Like you haven't gotten an epidural left yet?" Question mark. And I'm kind of like, I just there's like two of you. I don't
Pretty sure
know
I'm drunk.
what is going on.
Yeah.
So it's just like, but I also though have a friend who had a baby 3 weeks before me and loved the nitric. Like for her, that was just like
Yeah.
so great. And so I think
Yeah.
it's amazing that they have more options. But for me, like
Yeah.
I didn't like that it made me feel even less in control, maybe.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I don't think I
Yeah.
I
would
don't
like
know.
that either.
Interesting. Yeah.
Did
It
your
is a cool
friend
option.
did your
No,
I think you have to switch. I don't think you can do both at the same time,
yeah, you have to, they
right?
have to be like spaced out a certain way. So like she had been, yeah, I can't remember the details on it, but like she had been getting, like the fentanyl doses that you can get and then
Mm.
maxed out on those and then did the nitric like that. Maybe she was getting that when she got the epidural. And then obviously it's no more pain meds.
Mhm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I think I also misunderstood what nitrous was supposed to be. because I tried to go natural
Mhm.
and
Kudos.
if you're being induced, don't recommend it.
Oh,
The
yeah.
those contractions are lame. But
Fucking
then I
suck.
was like, okay, I'm super afraid of the epidural. Like the thought of them sticking that giant needle in my back close to my spine really
Yep,
freaked
that's
me
fair.
out. Like I was crying to Ryan because I
Mhm.
was like, I don't want to do like I'm scared and I don't want to do it. And he's like, you don't have to do it, but it might help. And so we
Yeah.
tried nitrous first and it didn't do a damn thing. May have been doing it wrong. I don't know, but
They
Tasted
just didn't
weird
puff it.
too. I hated the
yeah,
way it tasted.
yes,
Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
that's
felt like I was
interesting.
breathing in chemicals,
Well, I
like
thought
you
it
are.
felt suffocating. I
Yeah.
was like, this is not,
Interesting.
Were they really strict with, like she explained to me, like, if you hand this to your husband and he touches the mask, we're done. He has to leave and he can't be here anymore. Like, they were really,
Mm.
really strict with it. And I don't know if it's because it was new for them, but she was like, we have really strict rules, like, because, like, I've seen on social media people making a joke being like, my husband's like getting high.
yeah,
And
like
so
you want
she's
to
like,
hit.
and I remember getting my epidural and like holding the mask and then like handing it because Davy, did your partner like stand in front of you when they're
Yeah.
doing the,
Yeah, I had to like hold me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so then I like hand it forward and she like swooped in and grabbed it because Davy was about to like grab it and just hand it to her.
Right.
But I was like, that's kind of intense. Like they are not
Yeah.
Also,
messing
it's
around with
just
it.
nitrous.
Yeah.
Isn't that like pretty?
I think they
Yeah.
I don't
they
know enough.
could be held responsible if like Davy
I
were
could
to
see
start
that.
using it.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
and they don't,
Totally.
as a hospital don't
I
want
see
to
that.
lose it, but
Right. You
I
want
mean,
that.
they use it in dentist offices all the time. Like they
right?
use it on like I worked in a pediatric dental office for
Yeah.
a little while. We use nitrous on kids all the time.
Yeah.
So it's I mean,
We did
it's
too.
just
It was like a little
falling.
nose mask.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly. Like hospital policy, I guess. But that seems
I could see
overkill.
that. Yeah, you don't want that
Yeah.
reliability though. That's fair.
And
Yeah.
like Ryan was getting a little worked up, so maybe it would have helped if he just
They need
took
something.
Took
a
a puff.
hit real quick.
No,
Did
Davy
Yeah,
you
slept
breathe it in
so
and then
hard.
breathe it to him? Did he?
yeah.
He was sleeping so hard while I was laboring. He doesn't need any fucking laughing gas. At one point,
For
like
him, I guess.
I'm like, I want to throw something at him because even though you have an epidural, you can kind of still feel.
Yeah.
Did your guys' work?
I think so.
Yeah, mine worked. Yeah.
Mine only worked
Mine?
on the left side. And so because Charlie's heart rate kept dropping, and so I had to lay on my left side,
Yeah.
and the pain got so excruciating that I was like, I have to roll over and like lay flat so that I can even it out. And the doctor was like, okay, if you do that though and your heart rate drops, you have to have an emergency C-section. And I was like, 30 hours in,
Yeah.
I'm pretty much ready for a
Let's
C-section at
just
this
do
point.
it.
Yeah.
I don't
Whatever.
want to do this anymore. I'm miserable.
Yeah.
So I did because I couldn't take it. And then her heart rate dropped and it was like, okay. But then
Yeah.
the epidural worked after that, which was great. And she was safe
Yeah.
and healthy, and that was wonderful.
Wait, so
How long?
sorry.
No, I was just gonna ask how long you guys labored for too.
Yeah.
Because I was like 36 hours.
Were you?
Yeah.
Had your water broken or did they break it?
No, they broke it. They did all sorts of very uncomfortable things where
Yeah.
I just
Quite invasive.
and I felt like they would bring it up and suggest it, and I was like, I guess so. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's kind of on me for not being as prepared, but I'm just curious to know, like, Savannah, Ash, did you get induced? Yeah. Savannah,
Yeah, I got induced at
you
41
didn't
weeks.
actually went into labor.
Yeah.
Was it long?
Yeah, I went into labor starting at 3 p.m. on the 15th, which was Sunday. And then they ended up, like she was finally here at 2:15 on Monday. So.
Okay. So almost 24 hours.
Yeah. Yep.
Jess, how long
Justin,
was
did you
yours
get
again?
induced?
It was 30 hours by the time he was delivered or we went in for the C-section.
Mm-hmm.
But my
Yeah.
water broke first. But I like wasn't dilating or progressing, so then they induced me.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
started me on
Yeah.
Pitocin like right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How far along did you guys get? Were you like
I got
40
to
weeks,
8.
everyone? 38?
I was 37
Okay.
on the day, like exactly 37.0.
I was
Okay.
40.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
think
was kinda
I
early.
was 39.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. I was 41. They refused to induce me at 40 and said I had to wait another week,
Which is
which
weird because the
fucking
18th
sucked.
was Melon's due date, and that's what I was gonna go in to get induced, but then I went into
Yeah.
labor. Like, my
I was
doctor
ready.
was like, "Let's just make your appointment now," you know? So, I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. But I wasn't progressing either,
Oh,
Jess. Like, they were about to induce me, and then I started having back-to-back contractions, and I was like, "Ah."
oof.
But then
Ugh.
I think I've told you all this, but then they were like, "Oh, you have an infection," and that's when they discovered the choreo, like right before they pushed. Like literally, my nurse had the pitocin in her hand and was like, "Oh, I'll be right back." I was like, "Okay." Just having back-to-back contractions, and I told them I needed to push, and they're like, "You can't. You're only 8 centimeters," and I was like, "I need to push." So yeah, but
And
Ooh.
did they not know about the true knot until she was born?
yeah, they didn't know about the true knot until they literally pulled her out, and my doctor was like, I fucking knew it. And then she goes, Winston, can you take a picture of this for Savannah? And then she
Why
was
did she
like,
know?
because Amelia was in distress, like while I was in labor, her heart rate was like so high. So high. They couldn't control it. They couldn't really, like, my epidural did work, but they couldn't really control the pain, if that makes sense. Like, I was like
Mm-hmm.
numb, but it was still painful. And then I spiked the
Yeah.
fever. And then they did a blood test, and like, you have a choreo. I was like leaking meconium. They had to break my water. Like, all just like these kind of things happened. And I think because Amelia was like in distress, like basically the whole time, they were like, something is wrong. And so when my doctor like pulled her out, she was like, yeah, she wouldn't have. Like, you wouldn't have been able to give birth naturally because as she was coming out of the birthing canal, the knot would have tightened and would have cut off nutrients and oxygen to
Yeah.
Amelia. So
My God.
she could have been stillbirth. Yeah.
Ugh.
So meant to be. Like it's
Yeah.
it really does work out. Ryland ended up he had the cord around his neck, but they didn't
Yeah.
know that until they cut into me, and I heard them be like nuchal, and I was like,
Yeah.
that. Thank God, like maybe
Oh my
it's a good thing
gosh.
that I never was able to like dilate and
Yeah.
progress because I would have
Yep.
started trying to push and it would have turned
Yep.
into an emergency
Yeah.
C-section, which would have been way more stressful. So
Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
scary. I had no
Yeah.
idea about
Whatever powers
Ryland.
are out there, you know?
seriously,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking out.
also probably why you have a baby in a hospital. Maybe cut that. I don't
Yes.
know. Is that too controversial?
No, that's true.
I support it.
Okay.
I
A lot of
support
my
it. Sorry.
friends, I feel like I'm like soft, crunchy. I'm like chewy, a chewy mom. I don't know.
You're
And
chewing,
a
mom. I
lot of
like
my
that.
friends, yeah, a lot of my friends were like, "Are you gonna have like a water birth?" And I was like, "No, I'm going to a hospital." And they're like, "Oh, thank God! I thought you were gonna have a water birth." And I was like, "Oh, I'm kind of offended."
I would be offended too.
You.
I'm glad that I'm a stay-at-home mom and I'm not at work and people would be witnessing how dumb I am all the time.
Same. Yeah.
Well,
At least it's confined to my husband and the dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and the
'Cause
baby
I
who
Yeah.
won't remember it.
do and say some
yeah,
stupid shit.
Last night at the Avs game, we're talking to our friends, and I'm like, I don't know how to have a conversation with an adult anymore. And then she
Yeah.
brought up Bluey, and I was like, I talk about Bluey. Just like, oh wait, normal people don't talk about that shit.
Perfect.
Funny.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
was
have a
gonna
question,
ask
Jess?
you
Yeah.
guys if since you were all induced after they broke your water, does that change how your contractions feel from before they
Yeah.
break your water till after? Just like
Mine were like intense period cramps for the first 25 hours. Like they were not bad. I didn't have an epidural yet. I was like, I'm good. Like these aren't horrible. I can't remember the first drug that you do when you're induced, and then switched to Pitocin. And I never got past 4 centimeters that whole 30 hours. It just wasn't happening. And then Charlie's heart rate started dropping and stuff. So we were really keeping an eye on that. And then my monitors kept coming off too. So they were going to insert internal monitors.
mm-hmm.
yeah, I had that.
Horrific. I was like, okay, should I do the epidural before that? And the doctor was like, no, just a little pressure. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Fuck
Okay.
you.
Yeah. Fuck you.
And so she goes to do it, and they had thought my water broke, I think at like the 15-hour mark. So, we were keeping an eye on that. So she went in to do the monitors, and she's like, your water isn't broken. I'm just gonna break it. And I was like, okay, do I need a epidural for that? She's like, no, just a little pressure. And then she's like, get me the water breaking tool. And the nurse is like, oh, we don't have any in this room. And she's like, okay, I'll just use the internal monitors, and like ripped. And I remember screaming, like so much pain. It was the worst feeling I've ever felt my whole life. And Josh was like white as a ghost because I'm just screaming and like begging them to stop because it just was like gushing out. She also had pooped inside me. So the water
Mhm.
was like coming out green.
Mhm.
And I was just screaming like, please stop, please stop, please stop, please help me. Like, this is not what I was expecting. You said it would be a little pressure, and it was the most pain I've ever felt in my entire life. Obviously, I'm going into labor, but then I had asked for an epidural, and I think it was like 45 minutes later, the anesthesiologist finally came in and gave it. And that was the easiest part. I would do an epidural every fucking day. It was
Yeah, my
obviously I was
epidural
already in
wasn't
so
bad
much
either.
pain that I didn't feel it probably as much, but
Mhm.
yeah, that was rough. That was horrible. And
That's
then I was like,
crazy.
"I'll do a C-section," and she's like, "Well, let's wait an hour." And then, that
Even
started
though
to
you had
come in, and I was like,
meconium?
Yeah.
"Yeah, yep,
Yeah, that's crazy that's crazy.
yeah." And then, after that finally, and then they were like, "Okay, we'll do the C-section." They rushed me in, and then they watched her kinda breathing and stuff because is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
'cause of the
Meconium?
meconium. Yep.
Yeah, to make sure everything was okay and she was fine and great, but yeah, it didn't seem yeah. I feel like I
Yeah,
wasn't
that's
explained a lot of
weird.
things when it was happening, and I'm sure that there's, like, a time limit, but it felt like, "My water isn't broken, so why don't you go get the
Mhm.
proper tool, let me get an epidural."
Yeah.
And again, I blacked a lot of it out, so Josh, when they do a daddy episode, might be a better insight
Yeah.
to that, but yeah, I was just not prepared for the pain that I was going to experience in that 10
Well,
Mhm.
minutes to 2
it's
hours.
pretty shitty too. It sounds like they just kept going against whatever you were asking for.
Yeah,
You asked them to
because I
stop,
mean,
and then
when
you
they're
asked
like,
for a
"What's your birthing
C-section.
plan?" I was like, "I don't wanna die, and I want as many drugs as I'm allowed."
Just
Mhm.
give me this baby.
Safe. Happy, healthy baby. I don't wanna die. I don't yeah. Yeah, so that was a a little glimpse into the horror I felt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy with the meconium that they weren't like, "Hey, we need to get this baby out," because with a when my doctor saw that I was leaking meconium, well, and, like, also in the conjunction with, like, the choreo and stuff, but they were worried
Mhm.
that she was gonna aspirate
Yeah.
the meconium,
Yeah.
and, like,
Yeah.
that's, like, a big risk, and so when she was out and they did, like, obviously monitor her for a while, and she was raspy the entire time we were in the hospital because she
Yeah.
did swallow some of it, and so I'm
Yeah.
surprised that they let you wait because that's just, like at least
Yeah.
it was explained to me, and
Interesting.
maybe, Jess, you have more info, but, like, it was
Yeah.
explained to me that it was like, "No, we can't wait, it's not fair, like, you're
Yeah,
putting your
I'm
baby at
confused.
risk."
Yeah,
Yeah.
because really, as soon as they know there's mech, usually, like, the NICU's called,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and you're gonna move
Yeah.
to a C-section or something pretty quickly because you check I mean, most likely, the baby's it has
Yeah.
inhaled some of
Mhm.
that, and so that's, like, a huge
Yeah.
risk. So it's
Josh, were they
fascinating.
freaking out when, they said Charlie had pooped inside me? They were not no, they were not urgent about it.
That's crazy. I'm so
Jess
sorry,
and
actually.
Savannah
Maybe
are
the
like,
baby's just
what?"
not
Well, she was having her heart
themselves
rate
or
kept
anything.
dropping is kinda where it and she
Yeah, it's just
wasn't facing
weird.
all the way down my birth canal, so that's why every time I contracted, her neck would, like, bend, and
What
that's what was
hospital
dropping
was
her heart
this?
rate.
I know, I'm like, "Hmm."
UC
Mhm.
Health.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys talked about the other day, a couple different things that, like, you thought were, like, really painful, like the vaginal ultrasound
But yeah.
and then, like, the different checks and stuff, and
Mhm.
I wonder if, like, because of IVF and I've done so many things where they were, like, dilating my cervix or poking
Yeah.
it that, like,
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that being painful, like, even having the internal monitor put on Ryland, like,
Yeah.
I thought that was fine, and she had to do it, like, probably 4 different times because
Mm.
they were convinced something was wrong with it because they weren't picking up
Ooh,
contractions, and, like, I don't remember that hurting. So, I don't know. It could
interesting.
just be the IVF stuff or I
Yeah, I
blacked it
wonder
all
because
out.
like, Hannah, who is also a part of this podcast, I think I kinda mentioned this last time, but she had no problems with the cervical exams,
Yeah,
and I
didn't bother me.
will not do one again unless I have an
Really?
epidural. It
Really?
was horrible. It was horrible. So I called Hannah after and I was like, "You bitch, you fucking lied." She's like, "What? It was fine." Fucking worse.
Yeah.
Hannah had it sounds like a breeze of a first time.
First one, I think, yes. Second
She got
one,
in
not so
there, she
much.
was like, "Hit me with the epidural," and then she pushed that baby out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, so
she crushed
easy.
it, man.
She did.
She pushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
did they have to dilate your cervix to implant? Is that
Yeah,
why?
I was
So before we did IVF, we did IUI. Do you know what that is?
no,
It's
can
like
you?
No.
intrauterine insemination where they like it's kind of like
They
a turkey
turkey basting
basting.
you?
Yeah.
Davy comes in a cup. They wash the sperm, the strongest sperm that gets placed. They put it in a catheter and they like open up the cervix and just put it right
Mm.
into the uterus. They go
Like, they just
squirt it and you can hear it
water gun?
fucking
Ew, you
bubble.
could hear it?
A
You
couple times
can?
I was like, I feel like I hear that. Anyways, it was really painful the first like maybe the first or second time and then I kind of got used to it. Or the nurses, I mean, they probably all have different experience levels because some of them maybe just were really good at it or I got used to it. And then for embryo transfer, it's kind of the same thing, but a little bit more intense because they're doing an ultrasound over your belly to watch as the catheter goes in. And then they have to get the catheter like a couple centimeters or some millimeters, I don't know, away from like the fundus, like the top of your uterus. So
Oh,
And you're watching this the whole
you're
time?
watching it. And so now
that's kinda
something's in there
cool.
like holding this like cervix open for I don't know how long transfer took, maybe like 30 minutes. That definitely
Okay.
was a little bit
Yay!
more pain but so, like, you kinda got I feel like I got used to just that sensation.
Being pried open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
People
I'm sorry, the IUI, I'm just imagining that carnival game where you squirt the
Yeah.
water into the tongue and
And the
thing goes
balloon
up.
rises. Yeah.
That's exactly how it went.
Yeah,
They draw a bullseye on you.
Yeah.
yeah. It's
That's crazy
bizarre.
that you get to watch, though. Like,
It is pretty cool. So, like,
yeah.
with Ryland's transfer, I
Mhm.
remember, like, seeing they say that, like, sometimes you'll see a flash, which is, like, the embryo coming out of the catheter, and, like, with him, like, we saw it, and so you can see it kind of, like, floating around, like, in your uterus, and you're
That's
like, "Okay,
cool.
implant, buddy, implant." It's just
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
can
"This is
do it.
crazy getting to see." The first time was, like, a little bit of a bummer, and, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I think that the nurse practitioner usually does, like, the ultrasound while the reproductive endocrinologist is the one inserting the catheter in the embryo, and, like, the lady doing the ultrasound, like, lost the visual. She told like, I knew that she was learning,
Mhm.
so
That's
it
rough.
got like, I could like, the doctor was really upset because she's like, "I can't see," and it was at the same moment that she was pushing the embryo in, and as she finally gets the picture back, and so you see, like, the uterus, and then she's pulling the catheter back, and I remember seeing, like, a little flash, but it was, like, as she's pulling the catheter out, and I remember my heart sinking and thinking, like, "Fuck, was that the embryo?"
Oh,
And then it didn't
Oh,
work, and so, like, that was hard. But anyways,
that's
it is really
so
cool
hard.
when it goes well to
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
like you're like, "Holy crap, like, how incredible science is that I'm watching, like, this
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
thing get the best chance that it's probably ever any other embryo has
That's
ever had inside me."
yeah.
So,
that's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's a good memory. I hope that you can, like, hold forever the good one
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
of Little Ryland.
Do they record that? Like, is there a way for them to record
That'd
that?
be cool.
No, and they won't let you
Yeah.
videotape it, but they give you a picture.
Okay.
You should
So
just
you get a
have Davy
picture of
wear,
the
like, a
embryo.
camera.
What?
Pin a camera to Davy, like a little lapel pin.
They
Yeah.
probably because of, like, malpractice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, probably because of things like that first time,
Yeah.
totally.
you
Yeah.
know, when people make mistakes, but
Yeah.
I
Can I
know.
ask, you don't have to answer, we can cut it, how many transfers you did?
We did too.
Did, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. And do you have to wait a certain amount of time in between? Like, if because the first one didn't take, do you have to wait a certain amount for the second one?
I don't I don't know that you have to, like, wait I mean, it depends on if you're doing a natural transfer or a medicated transfer probably. I
Okay,
mean, it has to be in line with your next cycle. So, yes, you're having to wait
that makes sense. Okay,
because they need to wait until you're, like, ovulating and
ovulating.
you're ready to so we did, like, a fully medicated transfer the second time, and
Mhm.
so it ended up taking, like, a couple we didn't transfer until August, and the first one was, like, May or June. So it took another month or 2.
Okay.
Probably had to wait for it till I got my period.
Yeah,
Something
that
like
makes
that.
sense. That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. I was just curious how that
Yeah.
would work. Yay, baby boy.
What? The plan is to do another transfer in April. That's why we've been working so hard on the bottle and slowly introducing the formula. So, because I can't be breastfeeding at all.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Is there a time, like, do you have to have weaned for a certain amount of time?
she said, like, I can breastfeed up until the day that I start, like, the medications, basically.
Okay.
I think that my guess would be mostly they don't want you breastfeeding while you're taking all of those hormones.
Medication.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes
that
Honestly,
makes sense.
I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of life
And then
events to like have to do together. Like that's a lot on
Yeah.
your body to have to do.
For you guys, did you feel like a big difference when you stopped breastfeeding? Like, did you have a huge, well, I guess Kelsey, you're still breastfeeding, right?
mhm.
Did you guys, Ash and Savannah, like have like a big hormonal drop, or did you have like this big emotional turmoil period? Or,
Yeah.
well, I know it's
Yeah.
complicated because you were like struggling with breastfeeding Savannah and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm sure that makes it more complicated. But I just keep hearing about how people have the really, really big dip, and that like makes me nervous to
Yeah.
Yeah.
go through that again.
Yeah. Mine
Yeah. No.
too in a different.
No. Go ahead.
Savannah.
Ashley. No. You go.
Just mine too, like in a different way. Kind of felt like a failure because I stopped producing what I could. So for me, that's kind of, in a sense, too, was like, I'm not doing what
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be doing. This sucks.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
grateful for the time I did get to do it, stuff. But yeah, it was hard. There definitely was a dip in my mental state during that time. Again, and thank you, anxiety meds.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I finally like stopped, a week later I got my period. And so I was going through like this like crazy like roller coaster, which now honestly talking to you guys out loud, I'm like, maybe I should if we ever have another baby, I maybe should work a little bit harder on making sure my hormone levels are correct. Cause I I had that like weird, like I couldn't breastfeed, I wasn't producing, and then I stopped breastfeeding, then immediately got my period. And there wasn't like any like real like break in between those events. And so my emotions were just kind of like this. My hormones were like all over the place. And then I just lost like all my hair. So
Really?
I
my
just,
God,
my
same.
hormone, I still have like, look, you can like see I have like just like bald spots from
sitting
losing
in
all my
that
hair.
spot
So like
too.
Mine
my hormones
just
just like
started
went
coming
insane.
back. It comes back.
Yeah.
It really does. Mine just started, and I'm like, oh, I'm not totally going bald, thank God.
Wait,
Yeah.
but did I tell you guys about this?
No, what is that? Is that your growth, or did you cut it?
It's not growth. This is intrusive, letting the intrusive thoughts win. And I shaved
try
my
to cut curtain bangs?
sideburns.
No.
Guys, don't do it. Don't. Because then you have to let it grow out, and it is freaking horrible.
Also, you don't need to cut your bangs. If you want to, don't do it.
Yeah.
Just let it
Yeah.
go.
Cut your bangs.
Oh, like every couple months, I convince myself I
Same.
want bangs again.
Well,
I've been growing
not
them out for
everyone.
32 years.
Okay. I have a question for you guys. But right before your wedding, did you have like this strong urge to get bangs?
No,
No.
Kelsey, don't do
No.
that.
I'm not gonna do it.
Like,
Holy
that
fuck.
is the breastfeeding craziness
no,
in
no, no.
you.
Don't do
Don't
it.
let
I'm
those
not gonna
thoughts
do
win.
it.
Don't
But
dye your fucking
couple
hair.
weeks
Don't cut
ago-
it.
no, a couple weeks ago I was looking at pictures like when my hair was red and I had like fringe bangs across the top.
You do
and I
look
was like,
really cute with bangs.
Thank
It's cute.
you. I was like,
But
that's a
think
pretty
about
good look. Should I do
how
that?
hot
No,
and sweaty
don't
it is
do
in
it.
Mexico. Your bangs will
Yeah.
just be glued to your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
It's
Like a
too
No,
hot
don't do
sweating.
it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Don't do
Yeah.
it.
Okay. No, I know. I'm not
Also,
going
wear
to.
your hair up. I thought I was going to die of heat.
You think so? Okay, here's
You look so
the-
cute with your hair up. Your little
I
side bangs that you do.
think I kind of want to wear my hair up, but I don't know if you guys are experiencing this right now or like did when you were breastfeeding, but I'm like when I'm breastfeeding, I'm like hunched over like a little gremlin.
Yes.
And so I've got this fucking hump on the back of my neck. And when I wear my hair up and I look in the mirror, I'm like, God damn it. So I just don't know if I want my little hump to be
What is
like,
it
All I'm
called?
thinking
A
about
buffalo hump
is
for HIV
all-
patients or something?
yeah, something.
Yeah,
all
it
I'm
is,
thinking
yeah.
about is my big fat Greek wedding.
You need to get that Taylor Swift sports bra. That's like
Or
posture
the one that's like
sensitive.
Dude, back. I think
Yeah.
I just need to, like, not be a fucking gremlin.
A
I don't think
shrimp-shaped
it's
bug.
possible. I try
No,
to
it's
Josh and
focus
I
not
say to each
on
possible.
other,
my posture when
it's
I'm
too hard.
breastfeeding, and, like, no matter what, I end up and
Yeah,
I have, like, a
Yeah.
boppy.
Yeah.
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 Well, and my titties are so saggy now, like, I should be able to sit up straight and she can still get the nipple. Like, I actually think that's, like, an evolutionary trait. Like, your
Yeah,
boobies getting saggy
maybe.
so they can reach your baby.
They're just
While
thinking
they're
about your
toys are getting
posture.
them.
Yeah.
But I find myself, like,
Yeah.
slowly sinking.
Same.
Yeah.
There was a picture of me holding Charlie's hand and, she's trying to walk, and it looked like I had a hump, and I was like, "Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
What am
What
I,
is that?
90? What is that?" I was like, "Why didn't you tell me?"
I know. And now, like, I don't know, it's also part of the, like, the tech neck thing,
Yeah.
if you've heard of that, so that's probably it,
Yeah.
but thinking back, like, my mom doesn't have a hump, like, I
Mm.
don't know if any of my aunts have a
No,
hump on the back
I
of
don't
their
think
neck,
so.
but I got this big ol' fucking lump on the back of my neck and it won't go away.
Does it have a
Now I
teeth
feel
and
like I need to
spinal
sit
cord?
up better.
Yeah. Or I guess if I do wear my hair up, I could just, like, glue a couple of googly eyes onto it or something, dress it up for the pictures.
Just do half and half. You do you.
That's
You do
I
whatever the
Yeah,
fuck
do
you
half
want.
up, half down.
We'll see.
I would say just have one of your bridesmaids hold, like, a hair tie or a clip for you, for if you get too hot, you can clip it up while you dance for a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's a really good idea.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
a clip, don't do a hair tie.
Since it's a destination wedding, someone's doing your hair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, then are they there the whole time?
Have to pay extra for that.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
so
did
it's
a
the same
trial
thing as
run
here.
for me for free. They didn't do a trial run for you?
No, they're gonna do a trial, I just mean,
A
like,
sec
after
a
the
second look.
ceremony. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have
because
Oh,
to
I
I
was
see what you're
thinking
saying.
do half up, half down, and then have them
like,
tie it
for
up
the
for the
Okay.
Yeah.
but I
Emily's
don't
really good at cute little buns if
Yeah,
you
no,
want
I
to.
like the
She would be your girl.
who?
the clip idea
My
is
sister,
great.
Emily.
Yeah.
She's
No,
good at
I'll
that.
figure it out.
Shit.
But at a certain point, I'm gonna be too drunk to even worry
Yeah,
about it.
love it. Have an amazing time. I'm so excited for you.
Thank you.
I wish
But
I could
that's
go.
I
Me
need to
too.
I know, I
I
wish you
know.
all could
Me
be
too.
there, but we'll have to plan a mom's trip or something
Fuck
Yes.
yeah.
and just get a little wild, but I need to Rem won't take the bottle, especially from me, but she won't really
Mm.
take it from anybody right now,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I'm trying to get fucked up. Like, it's been
It's
a
your
long
wedding.
Yeah.
time
That's
since
what
I got
grandparents are there
crazy.
for.
What happened with the bottle?
We weren't doing it enough, I think.
That's what happened to me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was gonna
'cause
say you should do what Jess did and go see a movie and let
Bottle
Ryan
boot
give her a
camp.
couple bottles. Yeah. Go out
yeah,
for just a afternoon or a morning and let
She'll
him
get
kinda
hungry enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
that's yeah, kinda what I'm thinking. Cause when we went down to Florida for the bachelorette, my mom watched it, and I left her, like, bottles of milk, and she took them. And she was, like, 3 months old, and then we
Yeah.
hadn't done any since
Yeah.
then,
Mhm.
Well,
and
you
now
get
we're
so
trying to do it
comfortable.
again.
That's
Yeah,
exactly what happened to me.
Yeah.
it's just so easy to whip my titty out,
It's
like
so much
Totally.
easier. Like, it's an huge inconvenience to me to have to pump
yeah,
and
Yeah.
then have somebody feed him. It is just I'm like, "I could just do this." But then it
Yeah.
creates this, like I don't know.
dependent.
I feel so conflicted with it because it's, like, the greatest
Yeah.
thing, but also wait, Kel, so I remember you saying, like, you started giving formula when you were at your bachelorette, right?
Yes, because that was another thing I was trying to figure out, like, I didn't know how long I should wait after I had had a handful of drinks to breastfeed her, and then I was trying to go by that 2-hour like, 1 drink
Buy
is
Mhm.
this
2
back.
hours.
I
Mhm.
can't feed
Yeah.
her for another year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
For
like
14 months.
she's gonna be running around by the time I can give her breast milk again.
The math
So we
behind that doesn't even make sense. But anyways,
no, it doesn't.
It's so stressful.
Yeah. So and I got we went out and got a little crazy, and we ran out of the pumped milk. Like, she drank all the pumped milk. So I thought it would be safer to just give her formula.
Yeah.
and so did you just give her a full bottle of formula and she was fine?
Yeah, she took it. She seemed to be a little constipated. Like, she didn't poop for a day or 2, which also concerned me, and then it went back to
Yeah.
normal, thankfully. I
Yeah.
felt really bad about it, like, the mom guilt thing is crazy
It is
because
so crazy.
even though I still figured out a way to feed her, I was like, "Wow, I'm a terrible person, 1, for going out and getting fucked up while my baby's at home, 2, for, like, drinking way too much that I can't feed her, and 3, giving her formula, and now she's
Mhm.
constipated and hasn't taken a
Yeah.
shit in 2 days." So, like,
I mean, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
no, you're good. I'm
You're an
just saying, like,
amazing mommy. You did what
thanks.
you followed your gut and you did safe practice for your baby and she was
Yeah,
healthy. She was with your mom, like she was safe. You got to
she was
go
sad.
be Kelsey and your individual self for a
Yeah.
minute and that we have to, because of the mom guilt, we don't feel like that's allowed. And it's absolutely allowed to do that.
I
Okay
know.
to
Yeah.
go be yourself, but you can't stop the mom guilt. Yeah,
No.
it just
Yeah,
eats at you.
it does, yeah. Even we were out and about on the town, and one of the girls in the group was like, "I can't believe you're out right now and not home with your baby," and I was like,
Out of the wedding.
"Damn."
You text me who it is, I'm gonna call her.
I was having a really good time,
Thanks for fucking my whole party.
so guess I'll just go
I
talk
hate
to her
shit like
now.
that.
I know. Um,
Keep
but
your opinions to yourself.
I know, whatever. I had a good time, and the baby was safe and fed, so
That's
it
all
is
that
what it
matters.
is, but
Happy,
Yeah.
it
healthy,
is
safe baby.
so easy for the guilt to creep in.
Yes, it
Yeah, for
is.
sure.
Even, like, today, Ryan gets mad at me because I am not a huge fan of the "Cry It Out,"
Yeah.
Same. Not good
Yep.
at it. Jess and
and
I
he'll,
talk about
like,
that a lot.
literally stand in front of the stairs like this and be like,
Let her do it
"Don't
for a
go get
minute.
her." Yeah.
Yeah, once Davey was making me let Rylan cry it out, and he went to the grocery store to get LaCroix because he drinks like 6 cases a night. And so he like leaves to go to the grocery store and he's like, "Do not go get the baby." And I'm like, "I won't." He
Immediately.
started crying and I'm like ran right up there.
Like Superwoman from like the
And then I get a
Flash.
text from him and he's like, "Are you kidding?" Because like the Nanit notified him
Yeah.
that like
Yeah.
baby's out of bed.
Like, that's crazy. I'm not even in there.
Sorry.
Just put like
Yeah.
a stuffed animal in it, swap it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, you should have done that.
Yeah, there were times where we kinda, that sleep progression really hit us so hard, and I hadn't slept in, like, weeks. I was miserable,
Mhm.
I was exhausted, and Josh was like, "We have to let her cry for, like, 30 minutes. Like, you have to
Mm.
do it." So he was like, "Go do a face mask, go take a hot shower, go away for 30 minutes." He's like,
Mhm.
"I will take this, I will handle this, we got this." And then I took a shower and cried the whole time because I was like, "I just know she's
Oh,
crying, and I'm sad, and I can't do it." And then she
no.
fell asleep and slept through the whole night, and we all slept,
Mhm.
and it was amazing.
Glorious.
It was
Good.
so nice,
I
and now
know.
she doesn't fucking sleep again, so I don't really know.
Wonderful. How do you guys feel about it? I feel like just hearing your baby cry is just the worst.
It kills me inside.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, I'm not a big fan of Cry It Out.
I'm
Yeah,
not either. Do you do any, like, alternative or, like, a
I sleep
modified
on I
version?
sleep on the floor next to her crib and put my hand in there, and she holds it sometimes or bites it, it depends on her mood. Our pediatrician kinda took her 12-month separation anxiety got so bad that our doctor, she's like, "Don't fall asleep in the room, but you pretty
Mm.
much need to lay in there until she falls asleep." And then, of course, we fall asleep and wake up at like 3, 4 in the morning. Fuck. And then there's videos of Josh and I like army crawling out of the room
Crawling.
because if she sees you stand up, she's up. And she's
Yeah.
like sprouts up so quick.
Yeah.
Have you tried the cloak of invisibility?
Yes, she just knows.
She's too
She's
smart.
brilliant.
Yeah.
She's too smart for us.
Yeah, Winston and I have
Little
tried
big.
maybe it's like a modified Cry It Out, but we give her like maybe 5
Mhm.
minutes if she's crying in her crib, and then like the severity of the cry, because obviously we have like a
Yeah.
little camera in there. And if it's like a minute, but she's like, freaking out, then we'll go get her.
Mhm.
But if it's like 5 minutes and then she's like, go back to sleep, then okay, sure. Maybe she just had a nightmare. But
Yeah.
we've never
Yeah.
like left her longer than, I want to say, like 4 or 5 minutes. We've never left her longer than that crying.
Yeah.
And then we just go pick her up, give her a bottle, she'll fall asleep, and then we just transfer her back. Like,
Yeah.
bye.
Don't wake up.
Yeah.
That is the
Yeah.
single hardest thing,
So,
like, skill-wise is putting a baby
Transferring.
down without
Yes.
waking them up.
so
Yeah.
hard.
When
Dude,
she was, like,
crazy.
a couple months old, I had to, like, show Winston how to do it because he could not transfer her into the bassinet. She'd wake up. If he put her in the
Yes.
bassinet, she'd be awake. And I was like, "Can I just show you? Can I please help you? Can I please show you how to do it so she will wake up?"
Yes.
And
Josh
for
and I
my
And
had
he
that, but
friend
opposite. He could
Oh,
put her
yeah.
down, and I could not for the life of me, but I had to feed her and let her fall asleep, and
Yeah.
then I'd put her down, she'd wake up, and he'd have to come. Oh my
Yeah.
god, it was horrible.
Sometimes Davy would kind of like drop him like a little
Yeah. Yeah. You're like,
come on.
slowly.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "I'm too ADD," and I'm like, "What
No.
does that have to do with the height that you're letting go of the child?" But he's like so good at it now. Like he's I mean, he did all of bedtime last night by himself, which I'm so
Nice.
proud of him for.
Heck
Yeah.
yeah. That feels good too. That you can be like, all right, peace
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Fucking out of here.
I know I was at dinner with friends and I got a text from him saying like, "All's good, he's down, like have fun with your friends." And I was like,
Oh.
Yeah. Awesome.
"It is, but like don't you guys
Did
need
you have a
me?"
little a little bit of like,
Oh,
wait,
oh yeah.
it worked?
I was like, "But I want to come home. But I've also been wanting this." So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
There it
weird.
is, that guilt again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have to tell you guys, we have a little monitor too, and it sleeps right by my nightstand, and that's definitely one of my anxiety things before I fall asleep, or it may be OCD a little bit, but I check it 10 times before I go to sleep, and I'll turn over, start to fall asleep. I'm like, wait, did I check it? Yes, I checked it 6
Mm-hmm.
fucking times. But, I'll check the volume, make sure it's up, make sure everything's set. And we fell asleep. It was a few nights ago. I swear to God, I checked it like I always do. And I suddenly, in the middle of the night, like 1:30 in the morning, wake up to screaming. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I turn to the monitor. The monitor's on, but there's no sound out of it. So I guess I don't know what I did, but I was so mad at myself because then I looked back at like the recordings and she had been crying for like 20 minutes. And I was
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
like,
she's
and it was
okay.
like, she's fine.
Yeah.
But
She's okay.
her scream cry it was horrible. Like you thought
Yeah.
something horrible was happening to her. It was the
Yeah.
worst thing ever. Josh and I both bolted out of bed into her room and she's screaming, Mama, Dada, and like, it was horrible. It was so sad.
Heartbreaking to hear them cry like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. To hear
Sorry.
them scream like that, it is sad.
Yeah. On the other end, though, like, I'm excited for when I can have a night out and not have to worry about, like, getting back home
You
because
call me.
when we went out for Katie's bachelorette, I
Yeah.
Yeah.
was so ready to go, like, just fuck it up.
Yeah. Totally.
I
Totally.
was
That's
like,
exactly how I
"Damn."
felt.
And then Ryan, like, bless his heart, Ryan was because I had been gone for, like, 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
And he had never just been alone with the baby for that long.
Yeah.
He called me down, he was like, "She's not taking the milk, should I just do formula again?" And I was like, "If you think she needs it, go ahead." And this motherfucker goes, "Well, how am I supposed to know, like, how much to, like, do it with and stuff?" And I'm like, "On the side of the fucking can, okay?" And he was like, "Okay, where's the bottle warmer?" And I said, "Oh, it's upstairs in her
Open your
bathroom."
eyes.
Yeah.
It's like when they look for ranch in the fridge door and you can see it.
That's right there.
You're
Yeah,
actually
Yeah.
touching it.
and then he was like,
You
"Okay,
just
well,
moved
how
it.
do I know?" He was like, "How do I know how long to, like, heat it up for?" And I'm like, "There's a chart on the side
Mm,
of the bottle warmer."
like,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, my phone died.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a like, we were having such a good time, and I was so ready to go out and get fucked up,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then I had to go home.
You just kinda sit at home for so long that you're like, "Let me out."
Yeah, like,
I was
'cause I
joking, I'm
don't
like, "Let my maiden name out."
want to, 'cause I don't drink a whole lot usually, but
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4
Yeah.
times a year, I like
It's
to
usually
get
when I'm with
after it.
you
Send
guys.
it.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
usually when I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Some
We'll
holiday.
be stupid and dumb and drunk, but it's
And we
usually
have so
nights like
much
that
fun.
where, like, it just starts to build, and then you get that feeling and you're like, "Tonight's the
Yeah.
night." So let the animal out. So, I'm really looking forward like, I get where you're coming from, Jess, for sure. Like,
Totally.
I think
You're,
Yeah.
it's
like,
just
so ready to be
internal.
out, but you're like, wait, you don't want me home? You don't need
Yeah,
me? Shouldn't I
but
leave?
I
He doesn't
think
need
that's
me?
just maternal instinct to be like, "You need mommy, okay?"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like
go ahead.
I just saw this clip on the Nanit of like when I was at dinner, I could see Davy feeding him and Ryland's like looking up at him and like grabbing his ear and then reaching up for
Oh,
his mouth. And I was just like,
That's supposed to be me.
yeah. I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
fuck. Like, but he needs that. Like other people need to be
Yes.
able to take care of it. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
But it's
for
just
sure.
so funny how it like
Affects you. I totally,
Yeah.
totally get that. Even now, she's on whole milk in bottles and we still give her 6 ounce before bed. And I like get a little jealous when he's like, I'll put her down tonight. I'm like, are you sure? I can do it.
I
But
want
then there's days where I'm like, please put this
please
child to bed. I
Yeah,
need
yeah.
your dog.
I need to go do the dishes by myself or something.
Yeah.
Kelsey, did Carol get you that pillow behind you?
No, I bought it.
You did.
Yeah, the peekaboo.
Yeah, yeah. She got us. I have no idea where she
Cute.
found it, but
Okay, Instagram gets me 9 times out of 10. The fucking ads on the Instagram, I'm like, "Ooh,
that
that looks
I could see
interesting."
her like
Yeah.
seeing an ad and being like, "Ooh,
Yep.
that makes
That's
sense."
how I buy
Yeah.
90% of my shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Then I get
that's
the, do you need this? Probably, probably not.
we're gonna find out. But I will say I do also take this is, like, pretty fucked up, but when nobody else can calm the crying baby and they hand her to me and she immediately chills out, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"That's right."
Yep. Yep.
I do love that feeling too. Or there's like a little part of me when she cries at night and says, Mama,
Yeah.
I'm so sad that you're sad, but I'm so glad that you could need me.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted to snuggle you anyway. Savannah and I will not make Jello shots again, so you're safe.
My God, I don't. Those
Honest
you are not allowed
On
to. If I'm gonna be honest with you.
on New Year's, for Emily had her engagement party on New Year's, and I got in charge of Jello shots. Never made them before, and I don't know what happened. I
I like
didn't
the
boil it enough.
espresso martini ones.
Those ones are fine, but it was the
The
champagne vodka
champagne
Jello
ones,
shots.
yeah, they were
They
like the
tasted
consistency
like,
of applesauce.
yeah, it was.
That
It
also
was
sounds
so
like a terrible
gross.
combination of
Everybody,
flavors.
that's
Consistency
what
of applesauce. So it was
Yes.
What did you
chunky.
put in?
Yeah.
yeah, it was chunky. That's what the recipe said. It said champagne vodka.
Wait,
You had to
wasn't your
You
warm
use
grandma a
water,
bad
but you
yeah.
cook?
couldn't boil it. Hey, yeah, she fucking was. We got salmonella a couple fucking times.
Sounds like she might have passed that on to you.
For
You know, I'm a great
sure.
cook.
That's so funny.
I just can't
Now,
make a drink, apparently. I can
Mima
make a
used
mean
to be
martini.
Mima used to be like a fine cook, and then as she got older, she would just like randomly substitute
I've heard
ingredients.
separately
Like
different.
really, because I always thought like growing up when they were younger, she did fine.
We just had iron stomachs
I heard
because
that
of
she
that.
never cooked things enough. It was
No,
wrong.
never ever cooked I don't know if I'll get in trouble saying this. Sorry, R.I.P. Mima. Love you so much.
Oh yeah.
She so they have a little bit of a running joke, the siblings and their spouses, our parents and their spouses, that you would go meet Mima Gampy and she would make dinner for you and you were guaranteed to get food poisoning, and that was your
Oh
initiation
no.
into the family. So
Oh no.
my dad got so sick, your mom, Kelsey, got so sick apparently. Like it was the initiation was to get food poisoning from sweet Mima.
Aw,
And this
That's
she
is
really
was
horrible
bad.
sweet.
too.
So funny when she would so when we do the snowballs for Christmas Eve,
Ugh.
like when we're
Mm-hmm.
singing carols and stuff,
Yeah, we
she
do
used to
mint chocolate chip ice cream.
yeah, so she used to scoop the ice cream just with, like, a big tablespoon, which no big deal, but she'd put her thumb into the, like, dip of the spoon, so, like, everybody got a thumb full of
Mima.
ice cream. Yeah, like, there I don't know why she held it like that, but she held, like, the
Grandma's fingernails are
hollow part
so
of the
gross. I don't.
When she had those long almond-shaped, I mean, they were perfectly polished at all times, but you just know that she was like, "Well, she's cooking." God, I miss her so much.
Gosh.
RIP. Now, my dad's mom was a fantastic cook. We'd go to Thanksgiving there every year. That was good shit. Sorry, that just
yeah.
made me think of that. God, grandparents. Savannah, when you had mentioned doing like a grandma episode, a part of me was like, my grandmas aren't here anymore. And then I was like, oh, you mean our kids,
I mean,
our
yeah,
parents, grandparents.
I
And I was
meant
like,
our parents.
that
What were
makes
Yeah.
you
more
saying?
sense.
I was saying that we
Like we
should
do a
have
grandparent
like,
episode.
yeah, like a
Sorry.
mom or like dad episode, like where we like either have like one or two of our parents like come on and we can like kind of interview about how it changes, like being a mom and then being a grandma
Yeah.
kind
Cute.
of episode.
I
Yeah.
think that'd
I
be
like
Just to
fun.
that.
ask them how, the mayhem continues until adulthood.
Do you guys feel like, for me, my mom helped a ton postpartum. Did you guys?
Uh-huh.
And I feel like it was like becoming a mom has like not changed, but like enhanced my relationship with my mom so much. Like, did you
Mhm.
guys? No. Okay,
Love
so a
would
no and
love
two
to hear
yeses.
more about that.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. I'm not
I have
saying who said, well,
My mom just lives far away, so
Yeah.
that was just made it harder, but when she could come up and help, she was amazing. I am really, really grateful for Josh's mom, Gigi. She lives 10 minutes away, and that has been so amazing. She's been not saying that my mom wasn't amazing, my mom's amazing, but Gigi's just right there, and she has made that first year of being a mom so easy for us, and I am so
awesome.
grateful to her and everything she's done. She's been love you so much. She's been
Mhm.
amazing.
That's really cool.
I'm
I'm
really
like
grateful
super
for her.
grateful for Janelle because she lives right here, but my family's in California.
Yeah.
So like my dad was out here
Love
for that
Janelle.
first week that I gave birth, but they have, they don't come, it's not like they're out here every
Yeah.
week. So it's been nice to have Janelle here. And then it's been nice. I don't have a relationship with my biological mother. I haven't spoken to her since I was 18, but my like stepmom and my grandma, like my Nana, it's been nice to have them as sounding boards to like ask
Yeah.
their perspective of like being a parent and that kind of thing and get their advice. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think so giving birth or having a baby improve your relationship with your mother-in-law?
Me?
Both of you.
Yeah. I mean, we had a good relationship before, but it was really bonding. She really has been really incredible. So I definitely feel a lot closer. I always loved that crazy bitch. Love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also Carol's best friend too, which
I
is just
know.
insane. Which is Davy, my cousin, Jessica's husband's mom.
Yeah.
Wait,
Janelle
Savannah,
is a wonderful
sorry.
mother-in-law, just from
Yeah,
my
Janelle's
outside perspective. I just think
yeah.
she's such a great human.
She's great. She's so cool and fun, and she's a
Yeah.
great like support system to have. And after I gave birth, she made all of our meals for like
Aw.
2 weeks
I
after I
just
gave
love her.
birth, which was awesome. And like everyone kept asking us like, "Do you need meals? Do you need meals? Do you need meals?" And I was like, "No, I don't," because Janelle has already stocked our fridge.
Like,
Wait,
we
that's
She like
literally are
amazing.
so
yeah,
sad. Yeah, that's incredible.
and yeah, she's just always been great and like wonderful, and she always wants to watch Amelia, which is great. Even when she can't, she's like, "Oh, but I'll just come home," and we're like, "No, you can stay out and like be out."
No.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
So
Like, you
she's
have a
always
life
been, and I've
too.
always had, and I've always had a good it's, I don't know if it's like changed because I've always had a good relationship with her. You know what I mean? I think it's gotten stronger
Yeah,
now that we're
that's
both
great.
moms. Yeah.
Wait, Savannah, so your dad was out there a lot right after you had the baby?
Yeah, so this is crazy. My dad wanted to come and see me before I gave birth and while I was pregnant. And so Winston was like, why doesn't he come out for Father's Day, which was that Sunday before I gave birth, the day before I gave birth. And so my dad was out
Crazy.
here Saturday to Saturday of that whole week. So he was in the hospital with me. It just by chance, like, whatever powers there are. And then he got to be here that entire first week,
For
which was
real.
awesome. Like we literally he was
I
in our
love that.
house staying with us. So that first couple nights where, we didn't know Amelia wasn't getting any breast milk and like that kind of stuff, him being able to help us like, hey, let's try this soothing
Yeah.
technique, or like, this is what I did because I was a colicky baby. And so he was like, these are kind of the tips and tricks that I did when you were a colicky baby. Let's try some of them. And so that was like really helpful. It was sad. I remember when he left because he drove from California. And so he like drove home. And when he left, I was like sobbing. And I was just like, I just
Of
wish that he
course.
was like out here. And I was like sobbing. I felt bad.
Yeah.
Janelle was also here. Janelle, when my dad left, and she was like, I'm just going to let you be with your emotions. And she went home. And I was like, I'm like on the couch,
That's
like holding Amelia, just like sobbing. But it was great that he was out here for that first
Yeah.
week because I can't imagine going
That's so
through what I went
beautiful.
through without having my like family out here,
Yeah. I had
Yeah.
the same experience with my mom. And when she left,
Yeah.
I was like, holy
Yeah.
Mommy.
shit.
Yeah.
Please never go. Please
Yeah.
just stay with us forever.
Yeah,
But it
literally.
is I think that's a good piece of advice for people who are, like, pregnant and getting close to giving birth. Like, if you have a good relationship with somebody that you're cool with
Yeah.
staying at the house with you, who you know will
Mhm.
help you, like, my mom
Yes.
just randomly did laundry and stuff, and,
I
like,
love that.
when Ryan and I were in the hospital, she would come back to the house, and this poor woman cleaned our disgusting bathroom, like, top to bottom. Like, there was just, like, crap everywhere,
Yeah.
like, the mirror
Yeah.
hadn't been wiped down in a while sorta deal,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and we came back and it was spotless, and I, like, didn't have to ask her to
That's
do
so
any of
nice.
that.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Then she would stay up overnight with the baby, and she would only
Mhm.
bring the baby in to feed and then let us sleep again.
Gosh.
So it was, like, an incredible experience so that when she left, I did the same
Yeah.
thing as you,
Yeah.
Savannah. I was like, "Oh my
Yeah.
god, no,
Sobbing.
please, wait,
Please come back.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry for every horrible thing
Yeah.
I've ever said or done to you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
So sorry
Yeah.
for my teenage years. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
back.
so if
Oh, that's
yeah,
so sweet.
if you're able to, it's
Yes.
an
Yeah.
incredible support to have
Yeah.
in the first week or
Yeah.
2.
It takes a
Yeah.
village. It takes
It
a
It
does.
village.
really does. It's such a big thing.
My mom was, like, so amazing because I remember we had a lactation consultant come to the house, and she, like,
Mhm.
kind of gave us, like, a schedule of how we could be feeding him so that I could get, like, 4 hours uninterrupted sleep,
Mhm.
and,
Beautiful.
like, that I think that helped my mental health so much, and, like, my
Mhm.
mom,
Yeah.
like your mom, would stay overnight. She was here for, like, 3 weeks, sleeping here, out on the
My
couch, and,
gosh.
like, would pull Ryland and put him in a little bassinet next to her while she's sleeping on the couch
My
so that
Yeah.
I
gosh.
could get sleep, and then, like, I don't even remember what the schedule was now, but, like, Davy maybe did, like, they split the night, and I just like, she didn't need to do that. Like,
That's
Mhm.
probably most
Yeah,
moms,
amazing.
like, you could just
yeah,
be picking up at, like, 6 or 7 in the morning, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
helping out then, but, like, she was
Yeah.
helping during, like, literally the middle of the night, and it was, like, really cute to see her and Davy, like,
Bond.
bond and, like,
Mhm.
Yeah.
freak
just
Yeah.
out when Ryland's
freak out when Rylan
Shits on the
shits on his
floor.
pants. Yeah. I mean, they were total spazzes together, but it was so fun, and then
That's
we'd, like,
really
have
yeah,
sweet.
breakfast every morning together, and
Yeah.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
good times.
It's a testament to, like, the love of moms, like,
Yeah.
they don't have to do those
No.
yeah.
things, but they
Absolutely.
want to because they love their
Yes.
babies, and now
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
here with
Another
our
baby's
babies.
babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so sweet.
The moms, we love you guys,
Love you,
moms and
mommies.
dads.
Don't leave us. I
Wait, so
also, when we gave birth, my mom came up for that because I was like, I don't want you in the room, but I want you at the hospital
mm,
just in case I change my mind. Because I was like, I'm just, trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. I don't know. And she was so amazing and respectful. And she came and stayed here and she watched
mhm.
Mally. And my house was spotless. Our laundry was done. Like it was
Yeah.
a blessing. And then she had to go back home. And Emily was here too. Emily came up and she stayed with us for the first, I think, 3 days. And that was when I thought that I was feeding Charlie the whole time, but it was just
Mm,
colostrum. So she wasn't getting calories.
mhm.
Nobody told me that my milk might not come in, so I just, we did not sleep for 72 hours. Josh and
Mhm.
I remember at one point, I think it was day 2 or 3, we're up for, the 10th time in a row, and she's just laying on my boob, and we brought in the nursing chair because I had the C-section, and it was so hard to get in and out of bed, so I just kinda sat on the
Yes.
nursing chair. She's just crying and on the boob and off the boob, and we just look at each other and are, cry laughing because 'cause we're so tired, and we're like, "Wait, is this what we have to do now? Is this our life? The fuck? Please help us." But
What have
Emily,
we done?
yeah, it was crazy, and then it just turned out my boobies didn't start making milk yet, so we did formula for a little bit, and I pumped it
Mhm.
and it came, but Emily, sorry, that was my main point. She, like, cleaned our kitchen, she would make us meals, she'd go get food,
Mm.
she worked from here the whole time and just took care of us, and this is such a little detail, but it was so big and meaningful. She would make our bed every morning, and she's like, "It's just such a
Oh.
nice feeling to go into a clean room and your bed's made," and it seriously, was so sweet and made it feel
Aw,
so good and so nice, and it was such, a little thing that meant the world to us, was that
Yeah,
little
that's really
detail that she
sweet.
did. But yeah, thank God for mommies and daddies and sisters and everyone.
Yeah.
Village.
The village is real. Wouldn't have survived.
God.
Yeah.
That first week is like a fever dream.
Yeah,
Holy
that
fuck.
first
We
week
should
is
do a full
insane.
episode
Fever
about that.
dream.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I might have to have Josh write some shit down because I
I
don't know what
know.
happened.
I'm having like
Whacked it
Vietnam
out again.
flashbacks.
I'd want them to be in
Yeah,
on that.
that would be
Yeah,
fun.
I would like the dads
Yeah.
to be in on that one.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a
that'd be
great
cool.
episode.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that you'll well, if you're going to try again,
Mm-hmm.
will you just schedule a C-section? Because now that you've had one, that's an option, or would you try?
I think I would schedule a C-section again.
Mm-hmm. I think I
wanna
would too.
try.
You
You're
want to
gonna
try,
try,
Kel?
Kels?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
I
have-
want to, like,
Have no desire.
I don't want to be induced. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that again.
Supposedly with your second, they do come more, supposedly, sometimes. Like the first one, you labor for way longer and you are going to probably go past 40 weeks. And then the second one usually comes more
Yeah.
naturally,
Yeah.
supposedly.
I'm hoping for a VBAC, but I will not be getting induced. Like, if I
Yeah.
can't deliver
Yeah.
vaginally, I'm just going to be like straight to the C-section.
Yeah.
The door's already there.
Yeah.
Because are we
You
like
know?
is it considered a higher risk pregnancy if you did have a C-section the first time?
It's
Or
not
there's like
high
a limited
risk.
amount of
No.
times you can? Okay.
I think it depends too on, like,
Case by
if I
case.
were to get pregnant before Remy turned 1,
Right.
Then that's
then
high risk.
there would be an issue.
See, that's another thing my providers did not tell me. I did not know that until 2 weeks ago when you guys told me that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
thank goodness we weren't
crazy,
trying right
Ashley.
away, but there are so many things that I feel I could probably do a whole episode about things that you guys had learned from your providers and stuff that I'm like, wait, what? And I had a
Yeah.
baby,
Yeah.
4 or 5 months before you guys. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Well,
Yeah.
Why the fuck did you know
lack
that? How
of
come I didn't?
the lack of consistency with the information that's being
Yeah.
given
Yes.
to women
Yeah.
is incredible
Yeah.
it's
in the
crazy.
worst way.
Yeah.
And that's why I was so adamant about wanting to do this too, was like I felt there were some things where we were so starstruck by what we were finding out firsthand or had heard through
Yeah.
the grapevine from people. And it's like, why didn't anybody fucking talk to us about this?
Yeah.
Or even our providers? Like, so this is just a good way to advocate for women and
Mhm.
for ourselves and just,
Yeah.
Yes.
you are heard.
I can guarantee too, for all our listeners out there, I bet there are a lot of people out there who could comment something that they were surprised by.
Yeah.
All 5 of us, Hannah included, would be like, "Damn, didn't know that.
I had no
That's
idea
good
that
to
was a
know."
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like with C-section, yes, we all labored. I didn't know that you would still have like the vaginal recoveries. Like I just didn't think I only went 4 centimeters and I
Yeah.
couldn't believe how much was coming
Mhm.
out for those 6 weeks. Like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that Winston and Davey married you guys and that Henry married Hannah. Like, fuck, guys. Thank God.
Yeah. I am
Kelsey, you're
super
stuck with
grateful
me no
for
matter
this
what.
I'm
group.
glad too.
I'm
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
upset about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think this is such a cool opportunity. I also like big cheese about how we all just had babies like within the same year. I think that's so
Yes.
cool.
Yeah, it's really
So
cool.
crazy.
Have we explained at all to like the listeners how we all know each other in any of that? Or there's
No,
only been one episode.
No.
we could.
We should probably be like,
yeah,
oh yeah, we're like related via whatever, just so then
Yeah.
it's not confusing to people. Because
yeah.
people
We
are
need to get out, like,
So
a whiteboard.
yeah, get out
Yeah.
your whiteboard and your family tree. I'm
My laser
Ashley.
pointer.
My cousin Kelsey. So that's kind of, I guess. Oh, Kelsey's
And
gone. Her
she's
camera
dead.
died. That was Kelsey. She
That was
done. She out.
insane timing.
Yeah, so it was Kelsey and I, our family, we're cousins. We have a huge family. On my mom's side, her father's side. And then it goes to Jess is married to my cousin Davy, and then Savannah is married to my cousin Winston. So we're just a huge family. We have 13 cousins. And then my sweet Hannah Jo is married to my brother. And so we all are just super close in our family. My cousins are my best friends, and now my
Mhm.
cousin spouses are my best friends. Like, it was just such crazy, amazing bullshit. Wow, well, I lost my whole train of thought, but yeah, you guys go introduce yourselves, tell us your side of everything. We can also
Yeah.
cut it if you
Yeah,
don't
I
want
don't
it.
know. Yeah, I'm married to Winston. He's one of the
He's great.
cousins. He's great.
He is great.
Yeah,
Great.
I knew
Amazing.
Henry in college, before I met Winston, which is kind of
Wait,
a
you
fun
did?
little
Yes.
yeah.
Didn't you
Henry and I
meet
knew
my
each
brother
other.
before?
Yeah, so Henry and I knew each other before. He married before I knew that he was related to Winston because we had classes together up at Colorado State University. And then
Crazy.
he like randomly came into class and was like, "I think you're dating my cousin," and I was like, "That's fucking weird." And
Who
then
the
that's
fuck are
how.
you?
Yeah, I was like, cool." The dude that sits next to me in history class, great. And then I don't know. I met Davey
And
pretty
I think
early
it's
into mine and
crazy.
Winston's relationship, and
Yeah.
Ashley pretty early, and actually Kelsey too. Kelsey and Ashley
Yeah.
were like the
We were
first
all
cousins
there.
that I met. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm from a small
And it's
family,
crazy
so big family's great. I love it.
to a point. Just kidding. And it's crazy that you and Henry have the same birthday. That's so
Yeah,
crazy to
Henry
me.
and I
You
are
guys
birthday
became like
buddies.
besties.
Yeah. Henry and I
Love
are
that.
like really good friends, which is really fun because Winston and Henry are also really good friends. So,
Yeah. It's amazing.
yeah.
I just love it.
I'm Jess, and I'm married to Davey, who is cousins with Kelsey and Ashley, and that's all from this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I pretty early on, I feel like I started hanging out with Ashley a lot when I was early into dating Davey.
Yeah.
She became one of my good friends pretty early on. And yeah, I feel lucky to be. I think it was at your wedding, Savannah, where we have pictures of all of us cousins and
Yes.
in-laws together. And I was like, I like love all of these girls so much.
Yes.
It's like such a good group. And that
Yeah.
I don't think that necessarily happens for most people.
No.
There's a lot of girls too, but
Yeah.
like
Yes,
legit,
there are.
everybody's cool. Everybody has like, we're all so different and like have different backgrounds and personalities, but like also get along really well and like kind of mesh.
Yeah.
And I like genuinely enjoy my time with everyone.
Back at you guys.
Yeah. I don't remember where I was going with that, but yeah. So that's me.
Yay.
Yeah, my name is Kelsey. I am lucky enough to call Ashley my cousin, and I'm lucky enough that my other crazy ass cousins found such cool individuals to marry and expand
Real.
with. Because, like, honestly, it's really cool having such a big family.
Yeah.
And growing up, that was just the norm for us. Like, we grew up with our cousins, so being around this gigantic ass family all the time was normal, but apparently that it's not like that for everybody. But what's really cool is the fact that we keep growing and we keep adding cool fucking people to
Totally.
our family. It's really fun. And I remember when Ryan and I started dating.
Love
We
him.
had been dating for 2 weeks, and I was graduating from college, and so I had a graduation party and was essentially throwing him to the wolves. But so everybody just welcomed Ryan in immediately, and he jumped right in. And
Yes, he did.
this is the first time he's ever meeting my father. And
God.
my dad got drunk and just came up to him and he was like, "You guys are so great. I love you so much." And then he kissed Ryan on the lips.
What, Dave? Big
Did you
Dave.
think that was funny or were you mad?
Horrified?
I was drunk.
Was he too? So he was okay.
Yeah. But I was like, "Oh, I'm never going to see this guy again."
Yeah.
When he goes home
100%.
tonight, I'm never hearing from him again. But he stuck around and we got another cool person added to the family. Yeah, it's a
Yeah, we
little
do.
crazy.
We have great spouses.
We do. We really do.
Love. Shout
It
out to you,
makes me-
baby.
Yeah, it's super cool that like 3 out of the 5 people on this podcast are spouses of cousins.
Yeah, it's amazing.
But like the relationships are so good that we can do stuff like this.
Yeah, that's super cool and unique, I think.
That takes it.
Like, the family is not without its fault. Like, we blow smoke up our own ass all the time, so
Totally.
much.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, such a cool family. Everybody's so fun. And
Can't
we
help
have
it.
our issues like any family, but I do think, like, this is not normal, apparently. I have
Yeah.
friends who met their cousins, like, one time,
I
and
remember growing up a ton and people would be like, "Ugh, I have to go to home for the holidays and see my cousins and stuff." And I'd be like, "That's like my favorite part of the year. What do you
yeah,
mean?" Like, I can't fucking wait to see everyone. Can't wait for this bullshit.
yeah, just super grateful to be a part
Yeah,
of it.
well, we can stop recording so that Savannah can be unmuted. Sorry, you not now. Thank
Yeah.
you guys so much for listening. We hope that you guys keep coming back. If you want to read along with us, we are currently trying to read The Gift of Imperfect Parenting by Brene Brown, and eventually we'll do an episode on it. I also, if you guys want to, send in if you have any questions or your 2 cents, Kelsey, you had something that you were saying people could write. Oh, just your experiences of everything you went through. Please
Yeah.
feel free. It's hi-hi.mommymayhem@gmail.com. And no spaces, no caps. hi-hi.mommymayhem@gmail.com. Yeah, and just remember that you're not failing, you're just parenting. And we hope to see you next week.